Hello, everybody. My guest today is Dafne Canales. She is a survivor and thriver of a double brain injury, obsessed with content marketing, formerly a professional belly dancer, and now the CEO of a SaaS company that creates lead funnels by leveraging search engine optimization automation. Dafne, you ready to take us to the top?
I'm ready.
All right. First off, the company's called SpartanSpark.com. What's the company do and how do you make money?
So we speed up page load time, and we make money by getting more customers for our clients. So we bring in a lot of customers at the top of the funnel, and because the pages load so fast, our conversions are really high, and it also reduces the cost of Google Ads because we get a really high quality score. So all nerdy stuff to say.
No, but it's all important. Page load speed is obviously critical for conversions. What are companies paying on average to use this thing?
So we have a full service model, and they pay between $5,000 and up, just depending on how much they want to use it. And the self-serve models around the $500 range.
Okay, give me an average though. The average customer that is self-serve, purely SaaS, what are they paying per month? 500?
Yeah.
Okay, and when did you launch the company? What year?
In 2012.
2012.
We started developing the software.
Very good. Okay, so you have some years of history now. How many customers have you scaled to?
We're not scaled that much yet. So we're at about 25 customers right now.
Okay. Well, nothing wrong with that. So 25 customers at $500 a month. Obviously, you're doing about 12 grand a month in revenue there?
Yeah. And we just started selling actually in 2017. So it took us that long time to get
Dafne,
developing.
what the hell were you doing for 5 years? Sitting on your hands?
Actually, I was having babies.
How many?
2.
Okay. So one for every kind of year and a half. I guess that's fair.
I did my master's too. We started off a little slow.
but seriously though, for those 5 years, how are you putting food on the table? How are you paying your bills?
So we were just doing it kind of on the side at the beginning. Yeah. And then we just fully started doing it in 2016. We both just did it full time and started hiring people to help us out, to help us scale, getting mentors.
Are you bootstrapped?
Very, yeah.
Okay. So you raised or you're not? You haven't raised?
We did. We just a family, friends and family round. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you raised, then you're not bootstrapped.
Okay.
Those are very different. How much have you raised?
100,000.
Okay, so you raised $100,000 from a friend and family. That's great. Now, what's the team size today? How many people?
Seven
of you guys. Everyone in Alberta?
No, actually, we're all across North America. So we've got one in Florida, Michigan, in Canada, Ottawa, Montreal. It's actually really cool because we have our team meetings every single day and everybody works virtually and it's all about quality of life.
And so if you're doing 12,500 today, what were you doing about a year ago in terms of revenue?
So our revenue in 2017 was $500,000 in revenue.
Okay.
Because we're not purely SaaS, right? So we started out trying to figure out, because what happened was in 2016, I tried to raise money from angel investors and everybody thought that my project was too kind of out there. So I decided to start selling it to the end customer and saying, hey, we can use our software to help you get better leads, get you more customers. So we kind of had to, that's why I feel like we're going a little bit slower than we wish we could because we're in Calgary and we haven't moved to the States yet.
Come on. That's not an excuse though, Dafne. We are in a very remote world. There are plenty of companies based all over the world that are doing very well. You being in Canada is not, by the way, I'd say you have an advantage, by the way. Canada gives great kickbacks for your developer hires. I think you get back
we've been fully supported by grants. The government has been amazing.
Yeah. So you can't use Canada as an excuse for slow growth.
No, Canada is definitely not an excuse. It's more my quality of life, family life that has slowed me down. And I'm really happy about making that decision.
So my question though, I'm trying to get revenue growth. So 12,500 today. So go back a year, right? So March of 2018, what were you doing that month?
In SaaS revenue?
Yes, just SaaS.
Yeah. So I'd say just like 1,000, like it was tiny. We weren't really focused on SaaS and okay.
So now you're doing $12,500 per month SaaS, 25 customers paying $500 a month. It sounds like you have a lot of kind of professional services on top of that though. So last month, how much total revenue did you do? SaaS plus professional services?
Oh, hold on a sec. You didn't ask me to come up with my numbers like this. So I think we're at about 30,000 in revenue. on a monthly basis.
So you did about 30,000 last month.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what % of the custom work you're doing about 15 grand a month in custom work. Do all those people then, when you're done, convert to $500 a month customers?
No, when we get the custom work, they want us to do it all for them. It's working really well. We're getting 80% conversions for them from lead all the way to signups. We just finished a whole bunch of case studies, government funded. And so they're like, just do it all for us.
Yeah, but Daphne, if they pay you what do you pay on average to set up? $5 grand?
We pay actually for our full service customers, it's 15 grand to set up.
Okay. So you get about one of those a month?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay. So let's say I pay you 15 grand this month to sign up. You set me up. It's converting like crazy. 3 months, I'm not going to want you to stop after you did the setup. I'm going to want you to keep doing it in the future. So why would you not charge a monthly fee to keep?
Oh, we do charge a monthly fee. So we charge $5 grand a month for the full service customers.
Okay. And how many of those do you have?
We have about 5 of them right now because we just changed our model after the brain injury.
Okay. Something's not adding up. If I have 5 of them,
my numbers.
If you have 5 people paying $5 grand a month, that's 25 grand a month right there. You said your total revenue is 30 grand a month. You also told me
plus the SaaS, yeah.
Oh yeah, so add in the SaaS. You said you had 25 people paying $500 a month. That's $12,500 a month. Plus, you just said you had 5 people paying $5.
So what we've done is essentially what we do is we try to figure out different models depending on the customer's income. So the way that I've been selling it is I go out and say, what's a customer worth to you? And then change the model depending on how we do that. So we have some nonprofits, which are mostly our SaaS customers are nonprofit, because we're able to show them how they can leverage the software and get teams to work on it. And we have all these different processes in the background. So we have different pricing models for different. So we're kind of all over the place with our pricing model as we've tried to figure out what to do.
Do you think that's why you haven't scaled?
Probably, yes.
So why haven't you tried to get focused on that and stop changing your model for every customer?
We are working on that. So what happened is after the brain injury, we realized it all went south for us. And we realized we were kind of all over the place, as you can tell. And we didn't really have like a niche that we could focus on. And so we went to San Francisco to talk to one of our mentors. And he was just like, you just got a niche like hardcore. And so this was in July of last year. And what we started building is building up a program that leverages the cannabis industry in Canada. So connecting lawyers with the cannabis industry. And we have, started working on that. And we're about to launch that program. And that's what we think is going to be because we reduced the cost of ads, and lawyers pay the most for Google ads. So we thought that would be a really good angle to go after, and the new cannabis market.
So Daphne, just to be clear, to try and focus this, you are selling funnel services to lawyers who want to get cannabis customers.
Yes.
Okay. And that's you feel like that's a big market?
Yes. It's estimated to be about a $22 billion market by 2020.
What is a $22 billion market? Cannabis or lawyers for cannabis?
Cannabis. Cannabis. Not
okay, but you're not selling to the cannabis companies, so you're selling to the lawyers. So what how do you try and quantify? I mean, I'm all for being niche specific, but most companies that have started in a niche, it's because the founder came from that niche. Were you a lawyer for cannabis companies?
No, we actually discovered this while we were doing pitches in San Francisco. Just discovered the cost of Google ads. So the fact that we were able to reduce the cost between 16 and 55%, we started researching who pays the most for ads. And it ended up being class action lawyers. So this is our path to go into class action lawyer. So what we
do you have a class action lawyer though, like on your board, or someone where you can, I mean, you have to understand what is going through their head to then build a solution for them. Otherwise you're guessing the whole time.
Yes. So what we've done is we came back to Calgary and we asked for a grant to do a pilot program. So that's where we're at right now, is we've just been approved for the grant, and we developed kind of a new style of software based on what we had already. And that's what we're in the middle of right now.
Wait, sorry. What is the test you're running? What are you trying to prove?
That lawyers would be interested in having their leads kind of brought to them in an automated way using the SpartanSpark platform.
Why would you need to get a grant and go to the government for that? Why don't you just sign up 2 customers and give it to them for free and run a pilot with one of them?
Because we thought we could scale faster and build a whole bunch of customizations. So they're giving us software to tailor they're giving us money to tailor our software to the lawyers.
And they is the Canadian government?
Yes.
How much was that grant?
$500,000.
Why do they do that? Like, what's in it for them?
Yeah, what's in it for them is our idea is to export the software to the States, because there's a lot of class action lawyers in the States, a lot more than in Canada.
We love suing people.
Yes. We're not allowed to do it as much as you guys. And so it's part of like an initiative to get Canadian companies international and to get more support to export our software. And we're, as you can tell, it's probably very different for you because we're always leveraging grants. So it's always like the path that a lot of software companies go through, because there is a lot of funding and support on that side if you know how to access it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just the best funding is from customers. That's a real business. I mean, you're good at getting grants right now. That's different. I mean, your business right now is you know how to write a good grant paper and convince the government to give you money. But that's like, you want to shift off like drinking that milk to be drinking the milk of your customers, right? I mean, like ideally. So,
yes.
So what is the nice thing is that the grants aren't obviously dilutive, which is nice, but you're burning capital. How much are you burning per month?
A lot, just about as much as I make.
Okay. Yeah. So like 30 grand a month, your bank is going down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. That's not bad. So total expenses are 60 grand, your revenue covers 30 grand, and then you're burning another 30 grand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so where's most of it?
Even. Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not breaking even. You're burning 30 grand.
Yes, we're burning. Most of it goes to developers, and then just like the physical support. So working with the ads, and because a lot of the stuff that we're still doing is manual, and working with the full service customers, and we just keep trying to automate that and fixing the model.
Yeah. Do you know what your churn is
for customers?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. I love you to death, man. I would go out drinking with you. We'd have a blast. But my God, you need to get a numbers person on your team. Holy crap!
Yes, I do. You're totally.
You're like the perfect idea person. But Lord have mercy, you are all over all over the place. You're like, ooh, $1. Let's go get it.
Yes. I'm the worst person with numbers. We just hired a financial.
There's
coach.
nothing wrong with that, by the way. Like, you shouldn't be discouraged.
I'm not discouraged.
It's just like you are like all over the place. It started off as like funnel software with load times, and then we somehow got to lawyers and cannabis. Just like,
I know. I am super fun when we go out for beers, because I'm definitely the idea. You're like, guys, we could do this.
I bet you are. I bet you're a ton of fun. Well, listen, I'm rooting for you. I hope you come back on in a year or so when you have kind of more cohorts signed up, and we'll double down there. But in the meantime, let's wrap up with the famous 5. What's your favorite business book?
You've totally thrown me off. My favorite business book right now is Crushing It.
Gary Vee.
It just has been inspiring me to just do my own marketing and just kind of get out there a little bit more. So
number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Yes, I really love Michael Sikorsky from Robots and Pencils. He's a Canadian too that is doing stellar work in the States. Number
3, what's your favorite online tool for building your company?
I'm really liking Ad Espresso lately, playing around with it for Facebook ads.
Yep, owned by Hootsuite. Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Like 8 to 10 since the brain injury.
That's good. And you said you have 2 kiddos?
Yeah.
And married or single?
I'm married.
Married with 2 kiddos. And do you mind me asking about how old you are?
Yep, I'm 41.
41. Last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
How to leverage more tools to do digital marketing.
Guys, leverage tools more effectively. She launched SpartanSpark to decrease load times on conversion funnel pages, now doubling down on building funnels for lawyers who want to get cannabis folks as clients, leveraging Canadian grants to build the company, currently doing about 30 grand per month 12,000 per month in pure SaaS revenue, looking to scale that as she focuses on, again, who she wants to sell to. All right, Dafne, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thanks, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it, and the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.